Today, we'll talk about Grave of the Fireflies. It was released in 1988. On April 16th. That means tomorrow will mark the 31st anniversary of this film. So we're revisiting this film 31 years after its release. It was broadcast on TV just the day before yesterday. I always think, why is this film so sad? It's hard to watch. It's painful to watch. People find it really unnerving. It is a one and only anime, and I'd like to look into the secret behind it. The theme of the first half, it's divided into two parts, is 10 times scarier than it actually looks. I won't talk about the story behind it like I used to, or how other people usually do, but rather talk about the 10 times scarier version of the story. Then, the second half will be 100 times scarier version than the first half. No, really, after seeing this lecture, it'll be impossible for you to see the film the way you used to. You might no longer be able to cry through this film like everybody else does. So, I'm telling you, beware. I myself was worried all afternoon thinking, won't it be too heavy for the audience? Anyway, I'll do my best. So I'd like to offer you a questionnaire. I'm interested in whether everyone has actually seen the film or not. Yes, this questionnaire. Please go ahead. Oh, it's not ready yet? Okay, I understand. Sorry, the questionnaire isn't ready yet. So I've seen the reactions from the viewers after it was broadcast on TV the other day. And they can be divided into 5 different groups. The first group hates the aunt. They hate the aunt who takes care of Seita. They blame the aunt for not feeding the two enough, and they think she's too hostile. Another group blames Seita. They blame Seita for not working, he doesn't wash the dishes after meals, and lets his aunt do all the jobs. So they think he deserves his punishment. The other group blames the war. They say that the war is the reason for everything. The aunt is on the edge because she's under great pressure in the midst of war. Seita is the son of a Navy officer and was pretty well off. If the war didn't break out, everything would have been okay for him. The fourth group says, come over to my house. All these people desperately tweeting, I'll let you eat as much as you want if you come to our house. I guess many people were really heartbroken. And the fifth group says, it was too hard to watch, so these people changed their channel to the variety show London Hearts. So more and more people switch to London Hearts during commercials. The questionnaire is ready. So there are 4 options. How many people have actually seen this film? Number 1, never seen it and never will. Number 2, never seen it but hope to see it. Number 3, seen it and will never see it again. Number 4, seen it and will see it again. I'm not forcing you to see it again. I simply want to know whether you have seen it or not. Are we ready? Okay, let me see it. Now we wait. Oh, that was fast. 50% says seen it and will never see it again. About 10% have never seen it. 6% says haven't seen it but hope to. Wow, some of you will see it more than twice. So about 80% have seen it. Impressive. If it's going to be torture, I won't see it. I see. I think this lecture is going to make you feel scared. That's all. Okay, shall we start? So, let us look at Isao Takahata's photo while we talk. Let me introduce the letters first. Hi, I am still in a state of shock after hearing about the passing of Mr. Takahata. While the producer Toshio Suzuki suggested a huge farewell party, Hayao Miyazaki was reluctant to even issue a comment. This reminded me of the dialogue between Degwin and Giren over Garma State Funeral. My deep condolences. So yes, very neatly put. I heard the shocking news from my friend this morning and learned that Mr. Takahata had passed away. It might be a natural thing concerning the fact that he was over 80, but to me, both Takahata and Miyazaki are immortal figures, so I am still in a state of shock, and I don't feel like going to work today. Maybe it's just me, but in the last scene of the tale of Princess Kaguya, where the princess is taken away by the messenger, I cried and cried the first time I saw it. Do you think I was just carried away? What is the difference between Miyazaki and Takahata? The end. Well, it's hard for me to tell you why you started crying during this last scene. But Miyazaki's work is relatively easy to understand. It's easier to verbalize your emotions, so to speak. You might relate to the character, or you might be deeply moved by a certain line. That's Miyazaki. Whereas in Takahata's work, it's hard to describe why you were moved, so you force yourself to verbalize the feeling and say something like, I felt sorry for the character, and start replacing it with something else. The night of September 21st, 1945, Seita dies inside Sanomiya Station. The only thing he has is a candy tin. As the employee removes his body, bone fragments spill from the discarded tin, and out-of-season fireflies fill the air. 3 months later, on June 9th, Kobe City is struck by air raids. Seita lets his mom with a weak heart evacuate first, and then follows her later with his sister Setsuko, only to find his mother dead. Seita and Setsuko go to their aunt's house in Nishinomiya, but their aunt gradually becomes hostile to them. She doesn't even feed them properly. Finally, Seita decides to leave the house. He starts a new life with Setsuko in a cave beside the lake. That's the story. That's what it says. So, the story roughly goes like this. But there's more to it. As the air raids continue, people grow desperate. Seita can't feed Setsuko anymore. Setsuko grows weak and eventually dies of malnutrition. Seita cremates her by himself and dies at a station in Kobe. That's the whole story. About 50% of the viewers think that this is actually the story. After it was broadcast, I looked through all the tweets with Grave of the Fireflies hashtags, and I was surprised that so many people didn't remember the very last scene. The last scene is in Kobe. Take a look at this. Sorry, too close.